small ship called the Mayflower left Plymouth, England, carrying 102 passengers and an assortment of religious separatists seeking a new home from where they could freely practice their faith and other individuals lured by promise of prosperity and land ownership in the new world.
Let me just add that, and it was a bad thing. We wish it didn't happen. It led to bad things. And it was an encroachment on cultures, and we're retroactively putting those ships on notice. On notice. Remove that section from your history book. Remove it.
We're putting it on notice. I love it. On notice is the greatest thing. Let me just say, when people talk about Thanksgiving, and everyone's like, the way Americans have been taught that Thanksgiving, that this is like these manifests. It's like in my day, they would teach us, no, it was evil, the Puritans. People are acting like they teach you in school anything but negative stuff since 1965. Right. They don't.
Right.
They don't. People act like this imaginary world of the 50s has existed this whole time. It has not in a few select school districts.
So what you're basically saying is the Russians infiltrated our school system even earlier than we thought.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were teaching the anti-American propaganda way back.
Yeah, it's like I love how people on this new thing.
Go ahead.
Thanksgiving, white people and Columbus, all that. It's like the disease, smallpox killed more fucking people than anybody.
Smallpox.
It wasn't white people, it was smallpox. It was another thing the Chinese created in their lab. 1789, George Washington and the Continental Congress issued the first Thanksgiving proclamation.
No, the first one was Abraham Lincoln.
According to Binky stats, during the American Revolution, Continental Congress designated one or more days of Thanksgiving a year, and in 1789, George Washington issued the first Thanksgiving proclamation.
Let me tell you something.
By the national government.
That's Lavin read that off. He read that off like a placemat at the Whitestone Diner.
Being an Irish, German, Italian, who knows?
Whatever you want to be,
from the Brooklyn,
whatever
Queens
you're lying
area.
And telling people
and
you
I know Colin feels the same way. I don't even know if I could celebrate Christmas because they have canceled the Thanksgiving Day parade. So if I don't see Santa tailing at the end of that Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, I don't know if we can even do Christmas.
That's a good point.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, this is crazy. I can't
fucking
believe
nuts.
They could have the parade. What are you afraid of getting COVID from those fucking?
For the floats.
Yeah.
I mean, Yannis says the only reason Cuomo's even sticking around right now is because he can make a fucking good sauce. If he couldn't make a sauce, he'd be done.
That's the thing. Me and Chris talked about that. Like, if you have like a fight with an Italian friend, like if you have a fight with like an Irish or German friend, there's no way for them to ever really win you back, really. But if you have a fight with an Italian friend and he invites you over Sunday and the sauce is just right, you have a change of heart. You know?
It is true.
It's
they
easy
really
to forgive. Yeah.
People think it's like a cliche, but they really, when the sauce is right, and the other thing is that Christmas Eve sauce they used to have with the fried 7 fishes. That shit was unbelievable. Their mothers would make it, not them. But I remember my friends and just going, "How the hell is this? This is unbelievable."
Yeah. Let me ask you this:
still the best memories.
Well, here's some Colin Quinn Bay Ridge stories.
You guys got a Bay Ridge story?
Yeah.
Or should I have told you yesterday? I should have asked you yesterday.
Yeah, you should have fucking prepared them a little bit.
Well, one Thanksgiving. I'll give you a Thanksgiving one, then we'll go eat pizza again.
Tie it all
There
in.
you go.
That's the problem with pizza. If it's cold, if it's dead.
We could tell the story. We'll pause the podcast and come right back on.
Oh, I love it.
All right, what's the
high
Bay Ridge
tech.
story?
Well, one Bay Ridge story, which was that one Thanksgiving we go to my grandmother's house on 72nd, 5th, and 6th, and I absconded some pills. I was like 16, so I absconded some pills from somewhere. I took them from somebody's medicine cabinet. That was a big 70s move. And I took them, and I went into convulsions in the middle of Thanksgiving, and they had to rush me to the hospital. Fucking my Maimonides, which you bet it's like you're safe for just going right to a funeral parlor.
Yeah.
And
that's right. I know. Maimonides, where my daughter was born, they had me cut the umbilical cord.
and they had to pump my stomach on Thanksgiving. I didn't even eat. The ultimate thing.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking.
By the way, Thanksgiving is one of the most biggest car accidents, domestic abuse, heart attacks because of food. It's the most. I think it's probably. I bet if we looked it up, it's the most dangerous.
I don't like
Lavin's going to look it up.
Turkey's dry. I don't like it. Cranberry sauce is gross. You know it's not a great food if you have it just on Thanksgiving.
And it's the name of your mortal enemy, turkey.
Stuffing's okay.
Yeah, stuffing bugs.
Turkey without the gravy's too dry.
Yeah, and fucking
Yeah,
my
you're
house.
right.
Yeah.
My fucking girl's a vegan, so
And
I
also,
mean, good
what
luck.
we did to the Indians, I don't want to celebrate that.
No.
7 reasons
No.
why Thanksgiving is the most dangerous holiday. Let's see if any of CQ's
Is it
car
dangerous?
accidents, 1. Heart attacks, 2.
Oh, look at number 3. ODing on pills that you stole from your friend's
grandmother's
apartment.
fires, food poisoning,
Food poisoning.
dog bites,
What?
trips and falls, and food allergies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that's also dangerous.
But is it the most dangerous holiday?
I would say that maybe New Year's Eve might be the only other one.
Yeah.
4th of July is the most
Oh,
dangerous.
4th of July is got to be the worst, yeah.
I think it depends, right? I mean, I think
Yeah.
it depends.
I mean, you
depends
know.
on where you are and what you celebrate. Like,
Right.
Well,
what's most, if you
Easter-
ask Palestinians, what's the most, maybe Ramadan, if you live in certain areas.
I mean,
it is
they're not eating,
Yeah.
they're fasting, and getting behind the
Yeah.
wheel, low blood sugar.
Yeah. It's
Well,
tough.
Easter was another one since back when I was a kid and my mother just still used to love to tell the story when she was alive of I made her buy me when I was like 7 because there's so many black kids as our neighborhood was so mixed. And I made her buy me a purple suit for Thanksgiving because I saw all the black kids wore like purple clothes and green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd be walking around in a purple suit on Thanksgiving. I mean on Easter.
Yeah.
An Easter outfit.
Was
Yeah.
that there was a kid on your block who had a mud floor,
Oh, yes.
which I can't believe.
Yes. No, the whole family.
They didn't have
Wait,
floors.
what?
There
Yeah.
were 12 of them,
Yeah.
12 to 14 kids on our corner.
Irish?
No,
No.
black. And they had dirt floors. And we would say, hey, go home and water your floor. That would lead to fights, of course. You know.